team in this
Yeah.
deal. Danny Green got waived by the Sixers, and a third team is being included where an additional first round pick is going to be sent to the Sixers.
Oh, what the hell?
We
Who's the
don't know.
final?
We don't know
Or
how that's going
is
down. It's
somebody
just it was a one
in that,
sentence
that trade?
that Woj wrote in
Paul
his
Reed?
article.
That's interesting. I imagine it's OKC.
Jackson, could you
Um,
either or Henry, can you fix Jackson or tell Jackson to or Jackson go just to his right a little?
Okay. We're lagging somewhat
it's
badly.
on my right
Yeah,
eye, dog.
I just noticed it.
We lost
I don't know if
the we
I don't
lost
know
the
if me
recording
changing my
video.
camera will
OBS
do
disconnected.
much.
I reset it though.
What? We're not streaming anymore?
No, the stream has been going, but the recording ended.
Huh?
But I restarted it.
What, the recording?
Yeah.
The streaming's still going, right?
Yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say?
What would you think of this? Like, who do you think's?
Well, I think well now I can put Russ on my bench, which is pretty scary, and then I can have him finish with my starters if that's the move. Um, I mean, it'll be a cool regular season team. They're a super team. They
You
have
guys
four
want to
Hall
hear
of
something really
Famers now
funny?
on their roster. So
One of the new beat writers for the Wizards. He's actually good. He's decent. He's good. He looks like a good kid. He writes for like one of the SB Nation sites, but he wrote. He posted a picture of Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi, and Paul George, and he goes, "Tommy Shepard had a big three of Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma, and Kristaps Porzingis, and thought that could contend with this." All right, no one found that funny.
I think that
true.
PJ Tucker joining a team full of chokers is going to be big. I like the energy he's going to bring. That's actually something that truly makes me
Isn't
more
PJ Tucker
optimistic.
technically a choker who won?
Hmm?
PJ Tucker himself has been a choker. He only won because he got carried by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Sure, but it's different when you're a role player
Oh,
choker. And
they
even
don't.
then, PJ was
They
making
don't
normal
like that.
contributions. You can't be a gigantic PJ Tucker fanboy contribution and then say he's getting carried when he's just not putting up numbers because he's doing the exact same thing that people love him for now as he was in the finals then.
Bucks don't win the championship without PJ Tucker.
Wait, Leonard Skinner's dead?
As of today,
What?
he hasn't been dead in the past.
No, but it says something about a plane crash.
Damn.
Jeez,
Wait,
I don't hear about that.
Okay, listen to this. After releasing 5 studio albums, the band's career was halted after a charter plane crash, killing Banzat Steve Gaines and backup singer Casey Gaines, and seriously injuring the rest of the band. And they went on a hiatus for almost 12 years. That's wild. And there's no remainder. I guess the band still tours, but there's no remaining original members.
Oh, what the hell? Are you serious? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know that.
Why the hell are they still banned?
It's kind of like Sublime with Rome.
What is that?
Do you know
The band
Sublime? Like,
Sublime?
I ain't got no
Uh,
Santeria.
yeah. What
Yeah.
happened?
So, like how fucking Christ, what's his name? Who died off of heroin? Lead singer died. So since he's died, Sublime still tours, but they're called Sublime with Rome because I think the first guy to replace it,
Oh, is that
like the
the?
group, they've every like 10 years they get a new lead singer who sounds exactly like the original singer.
I like. I like that they indicate that in the
Yeah,
name.
yeah, that's not it's the guitarists, the drummers are all the same, but it's different singers, so it's Sublime with Rome. Because I think Rome was the original, a replacement singer, like Rome something, and they were like, "Oh, you're cool," so it's like Sublime with Rome, and he was famous himself too. A little bit more,
Blink 182 should do that
Does Blink 182 still tour?
for sure. But Travis Barker isn't the original drummer.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
One of
Where are you?
I think their whole entire first album is a different drummer. I can't remember his name, of course. Met him in like high school, I think.
You went to high school with him. How old
and
are
they
you?
kicked him out. No, he went. They all went to high school together. Or
Be like
something
that.
like that. And then they brought in Travis Barker, and
Fucking huge.
they got big. Or
All right, but ramifications of this trade. Do the Clippers have enough to be title contenders in the West?
James Harden is gonna have to shoot.
how many more Hall of Famers do you want?
I need 7.
You got 4. If it wasn't the Clippers, I feel like they'd be right up there. I mean, they probably are going to be one of the favorites now, as they should. So
I mean, if they weren't one of the favorites, that'd be depressing.
pair them up with Lakers of Los Angeles.
Who's better?
Your
than
move, Lake Show. Go out and make a move.
The Lake Show looks terrible, though.
They'll be fine.
I
mean,
will
Gabe
admit,
Vincent won't be.
seeing this trade at like 2 something in the morning, I thought that the Lakers acquired him. I misread it and thought it was the Lakers, and I thought that would have been crazy. I kind of would have respected it.
Dude, that's insane.
But James Harden is going to have to shoot better than 50% at the rim, which was one of the worst marks in basketball last year for dudes of his sample size. And within 4 feet of the basket, connected on 57% of his shots at the rim, 33rd percentile among all guards. He has been a below average scorer. Still can shoot, but he's not the same dude he was, and he's going to have to improve on that because that's bad. And that's what it's going to come down to. You can have as many Hall of Famers as you want, but if they're not playing like above average playoff, the stalwarts, whatever you want to call them, then it doesn't matter.
I agree. When I look at this team, I think of the fact that, okay, look, the Clippers, what has gotten them short is either injuries, shooting, or lack of an offense. It's weird to say. Last year, it really felt like if they had a point guard, someone could fucking facilitate. You can even see it in Ty Lue's face. Like it's weird to say that Russell Westbrook isn't a traditional point guard. Like, he'll run an offense. I just dropped my phone, but he'll run an offense and stuff. But like, it's not like James, where like the defense will collapse on him because I think it's because James is a shooter. Russell isn't, so the defenses can guard Russ easier. So James is harder to guard because you're gonna drop. I'm gonna shoot this. Step back, gather. You know?
Yeah, I think look at the almost meme of what Draymond was doing to Russ last year, where he was standing in the paint when Russ was dribbling from out beyond the arc. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Impossible with James Harden. So you're definitely right in the sense that he's different in value adding in that regard.
Also,
Yeah.
the more important part, Kawhi got injured and Paul George was injured.
And now James Harden and Russ are two
Russell
really.
come off the bench as he should, and can he even accept that role? But I guess he'll still close, right? Imagine.
I mean, he came off the bench last year.
Yeah, he will.
Not in the end though.
Yeah, but
Not
with
when
the
he went to
Lakers.
Yeah, that was horrible. They were the 13th seed. So, can Russ accept that bench role?
It's that crazy to think about. They were the 13th seed, and then they went to the fucking Western Conference Finals. But no, I look at
So
this.
you can think they look however they look. They'll be just fine.
So we can assume the starting lineup. I mean, Norman Powell might be the 6-man dude. They might run Westbrook, Harden, Kawhi, Paul, and Zubats, and run Norman Powell as 6-man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think the more interesting, what's the starting lineup of the Sixers?
Who gives a shit?
I think it's
Tyrese
weird.
Maxey, Joel Embiid, and a bunch of other players.
Robert Covington's going home. I'm coming home Tell the
Oh.
world that I'm coming home.
Some
The
contender
rain
needs
is-
to
What?
pick him up.
Well, Robert Covington was originally signed with the Sixers. He was part of the process Sixers.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest fantasy assets of all time during those Sixers days.
If you want to read a really good book, read Mr. Jake Fisher's Built to Lose.
Chilling
And
on that.
there's-
Jake Fisher.
Yeah,
dude, we met
Jake
Jake Fisher.
Fisher's
Jake
fun.
Fisher's really nice.
What's he look like? What's his body fat?
Okay, so Jake Fisher is probably
Easy,
12% body
easy
fat. He's
11,
definitely a
I'd say.
geek, a nerd.
There we go. There we go.
Like, you can beat the shit out of him.
Oh,
But he
yeah.
was
almost
really
like-
nice. He was really nice. Like, when I told him I read his book and I was quoting his book, I definitely think he was super surprised. And he was, like, going like this and, like, thanking me. And then he was like, I really like it. What did he say? He's like, nice shirt.
Yeah.
And then
He
he,
did-
like,
he did
dapped us up and
compliment your
walked
shirt.
off. True story. Bob, starting lineup. Are we assuming? Who the fuck is the point guard for the Sixers?
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey.
I guess so. Tyrese, Kelly
Tyrese,
Oubre.
most improved player, Maxey.
Nick Batum, Mark or Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. I honestly think the Sixers got hella depth. I've said this whole time. I don't think this is that bad of a deal. They got hella depth. They turned James Harden into 4 pieces. Obviously,
So that depth on Los Angeles was worthless, but on Philly, it's put a
saying
shirt
that
on versus empowering. Yeah, none of those players matter except maybe Robert Covington. And they lost PJ, so they're getting the same player in Rocco just about,
pass me the paper.
give or take a little bit. But what does Nicholas Batum offer anybody? He didn't offer the Clippers anything, especially in the playoffs. And what does Marcus Morris offer, especially in the playoffs? He offered nothing.
Nick Batum could probably get them senior.
James Harden's.
All right.
Nick
So
Batum could get some senior discounts on his airline.
I would
trips.
imagine we'll see what Joel thinks, but I would imagine we'll see a Joel Embiid trade start the ticker now. I think 1 year from now, Joel Embiid will be traded.
oh, that's good.
I don't know where, but until that suitor emerges,
So